Now, Smart Ear is probably a lesser known brand in the US, but maybe more well known in some other countries. So look here, Mayor invests 2.7 million pounds in air quality filters for schools to clean up air in classrooms. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 2.7 million pounds is equivalent to about $3.5 million, if my conversion is correct. Now, that is a lot of cheddar, and you can buy a lot of air purifiers with that kind of money. The owner of Smart Air is Thomas Talhelm, and about 2 years ago, I made a critique video where I kind of took Thomas to task over a video he made comparing a cheap $50 HEPA filter strapped to a fan to the high-level IQAir product line. And he acted like the cheap $50 solution was just as good as the $900 to $1,200 IQAir units. I'll put the link to that video down below if you haven't watched it yet. It was an absolutely ridiculous comparison, and it irritated me so much I made a video on it. Well, it looks like Thomas has struck gold, as this school deal is for at least 200 schools, so congrats to Thomas, and congrats to the folks at Smart Air. The Smart Air units being supplied to the schools in this transaction are totally different than the cheap $50 solution, which I talked about in my prior video. The two units being supplied to London are the Smart Air Blast and the Mini Blast. Here are their pictures. The Mini Blast currently retails for $667, and the larger Blast is currently $1,019, and this is US pricing. These are both HEPA air purifiers with HEPA filters in them, and I believe they were created by Paddy Robertson. So Paddy is an engineer, and he used to work for Smart Air in the past before he went out on his own in November 2024. It says here, I'm a social with a tech and engineering background. So Paddy does not appear to be with Smart Air anymore, but if he did in fact make the two Blast units, or if he was the main creator slash contributor slash engineering force behind them, then I sincerely hope he is getting some kind of commission check or kickback in the mail for this huge Smart Air sale, or maybe he gets a little PayPal payment over the holidays. I don't know, but I think he should at least get a Christmas card, you know? I'm just thinking out loud here. Either way, it appears there was testing conducted on the Smart Air solutions at 5 different schools according to the report. Research commissioned by City Hall found that PM 2.5 levels in classrooms with HEPA filters were between 27 and 68% lower compared to those without. So it appears they focused on PM 2.5 levels for the testing. Now, they also included a DIY MERV 13 solution like a CR box in their tests as well. And it appears the Smart Air HEPA air purifiers filtered the PM 2.5 particle concentrations much better in these tests than the CR boxes. So this brings up some additional questions. I mean, how can this be? Since Jim Rosenthal, the owner of Texair Filters in Texas, Rosenthal, who puts the R in CR box, he claims that MERV 13 filters filter better than HEPA filters at all particle sizes. If Mr. Rosenthal is correct, then why is it that the CR boxes with MERV 13 filters in them in these London schoolroom tests filtered much worse than the Smart Air HEPA solutions? How is this possible? And Alex of the Healthy Home Guide, he also claims that MERV 13 solutions filter better than HEPA air purifiers, and he has a popular video here stating this. And Alex says, extensive research proves MERV 13 destroys HEPA in real-world performance. A 2022 study by members of the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering at the University of California, Davis tested DIY Corsi Rosenthal boxes built with MERV 13 filters against commercial HEPA purifiers in home offices and classrooms. The results were shocking. The CR box on its lowest speed achieved around 600 CFM CADR, vastly outperforming 2 commercial HEPA purifiers running on maximum speed. Well, if we look at the CFM CADR on the 2 Smart Air units in the London test, they appear to be about 437 CFM for the smaller unit and 559 CFM for the larger unit. But both are below the 600 CFM CADR number Alex says a DIY CR box gets on its lowest speed. And Alex, like some other folks, claim that the CADR number is the only variable that matters. The higher the CADR number, the better it will clean the air. But that does not seem to be the case in the London filter tests. And Mr. Rosenthal claims that MERV 13 filters filter better than all HEPA filters at all particle sizes. So if both these gentlemen are correct, then how is it possible that the DIY CR boxes in the London study got outperformed by the two HEPA solutions by SmartAir? I mean, look at this test result from one of the classrooms. The CR box didn't filter nearly as well as the two HEPA options for PM 2.5. So how did the London schoolroom tests get the opposite results with the filtration solutions? As we can see, there are some problems with the MERV 13 CADR solution enthusiasts' arguments. They want to claim that MERV 13 solutions filter better than HEPA solutions in most all situations. But I don't currently believe this. I do think MERV 13 solutions have a place for people in certain applications and certain situations. If we use a MERV 13 solution with PC fans, they tend to be quiet and they are very energy efficient. And I am currently an affiliate for some MERV 13 solutions, so I do think they have some value in general. However, I'm not currently convinced that MERV 13 solutions filter better than all HEPA solutions in all situations for many reasons. And the results of this London school test study can be added to my growing list of reasons. Now, like I always say, there is no single test which will tell us everything we want to know about the performance of an air purifier. Different testing equipment, different environments, and different testing methodologies, etc., will provide different testing results. But I do look at and analyze the results of various tests to help draw conclusions about various solutions. So the testing results are still relevant to me for analysis, even if they are performed by amateur testers. I still consider amateur test results as well. In fact, I've come to really enjoy analyzing and comparing air purifier test results in general. They present me with a ton of data to analyze, and if there's anything I love doing, it's analyzing data. So, my next question is, what other HEPA air purifier manufacturers were included in this London school study? There was a lot of money on the line, so I assume there were many other brands that were tested as well. Was IQAir involved, or Austin Air, or Camfil, or what other air purifier brands were considered? Because I only see test results from SmartAir products and a DIY CR box. And if you've seen my last allergy and asthma best rankings list for air purifiers, you know I don't currently have SmartAir products on it. Now, I do currently own the little SmartAir personal air purifier. I have one right here. It's kind of cute, but it looks like I may have to eventually consider getting one of these SmartAir blast units in the future as well. Added to the list of 1,000 other filtration solutions I need to buy, so we shall see. I make no promises. But back to my original question, what other HEPA air purifier brands and units were initially considered and tested before they decided on the SmartAir brand is what I would like to know. I mean, that's a reasonable question, right? I haven't been able to find this info, so if anybody knows, please let me know. Either way, the biggest winners out of all of this are, in fact, the students, faculty, and staff who will be residing in these schoolrooms, as they will now be exposed to better air quality, which is great. Links to the story and article are below.